Well, I gotta set up Zoom to Facebook, boo. All right. I don't. The thing about it is that what is this? Okay, share to. Where is it on a page? Perfect. You know, with kitchen. Next, let's test it out.
Where is that from? What yours? Huh?
I know. Setting up to go live on Facebook. So now, all right, I'm just gonna say Sundays. All right. I don't know why they make me do this at this time. Don't make no sense to me. They always make me do it. No. All right, setting up, getting ready to go to Facebook Live. Right. Redirecting to Facebook. It take long for country. Where is it going? Is it there? All right. Boom. All right, here we go.
You are in?
Yep, we're in. Via questo qui vado. What? Oh, I know what's going on. Our video didn't start.
It's going now? It's live?
Yeah, it is. All right. So the thing about it is that I'm trying to, there we go. All right. One by one, let's get to it.
Buongiorno.
Yeah.
Salve.
Aspetta. Is it going?
It's going?
I don't know. Is it going?
I'm not sure.
I think it was so long in the other place. There we go. No,
On the top.
I did. Come and do your phone. Facebook is going live, you know, people. We're trying to set up the other phone. You see? All right, see there? Boom. Let me touch this now. Checking connection, going live. You're live.
We're live.
You're live.
All right.
All right. Welcome.
Buongiorno. We're here, sorry.
That's okay. You want this side? I think you prefer this
I
side.
like this side.
You like
How are you? Happy Sunday.
It's Sunday.
How's it going today?
Pretty good. The sun is shining.
Sun is shine. How many degrees outside?
I don't count.
I think this morning when I went to do some shopping was about -3. -3. -3. Però c'è un sacco di sole, a lot of sunshine.
Lot
Very
of
nice.
sunshine. See.
Very good. You feel very nice. You go outside, especially after a glass of wine. And you feel a little bit so hot. You go outside. Just your head, you just cool down, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
I think so. I mean, the sunshine helps, and that's why I love living in Calgary and Edmonton too. So Calgary is one of the sunniest cities in Canada. So even in the middle of the winter, you're gonna have your sunshine, and you're gonna feel very, very good because of it.
Ciao, buongiorno, hello everyone. Good
Yeah.
afternoon from Calgary, Alberta. Here, Antonio and Monique. We are ready for you for a live demo, which today we're gonna do something very, very different, but very rooted in the Italian culture.
Okay.
All right.
See?
Va bene?
Va bene, va bene.
Okay, so
All right.
did you select any drink for me, for us today?
For me, did you hear it? For we.
I need
Per noi. Tutto a posto.
Per noi.
Per sì, sì.
bene.
Okay, so this one here, you know, I love my bubbles. I love my little bubbles.
Especially on Sunday,
On
right?
a Sunday, I love my little bubbles. And so this is very friendly, super easy, mid-range. It's mid-range or
It's good.
you know,
It's not too crazy. It's
Right.
just very easy to drink.
very easy to drink.
Not too
and
expensive.
Not too expensive, exactly. So now, la marca Prosecco. Va bene? Okay, so now I gotta get in here. How are you doing this Sunday? Again, we appreciate your time. Thank you for taking the time to join us here. Every Sunday we're here, 2 p.m. I mean, unless we get called away.
Exactly.
Unless we get called away, but our intention.
Every Sunday we are here.
Yeah.
Unless we can get called away, right?
I'm struggling to get this open here. Just be patient. Va bene.
Slowly. Should I open it for you? You want me to open for you?
If you want the pleasure of doing it, you can do it. No, but
I know you like it.
I do like it. Woo!
This was live for real. Jesus. Let's bless. Let's bless. Blessing. All right. Okay.
All right.
Very good.
Bless
and love. Bless and love.
All right.
Okay, so Monique, for a little aperitivo, I just got some pomodori secchi sott'olio.
So dried tomato under oil.
Sun dried tomato, right? So this one,
tomatoes.
la marca mettiamo qua, va bene? And also I did some grissini as well for you, right? So you can take with your hand a little bit of tomato.
Push everything in?
A little bit of.
All right. I'm gonna get some
Very
of the
good.
oil first.
This is nice.
And I was gonna say, you know, when you're super hungry and the food's not ready yet,
It's perfect.
it's perfect.
It's perfect. So especially on Sunday in our house, so we always have before we have our big meal on Sunday, you know, this big meal that after you cannot stand up from the chair. This is how we eat on Sunday. So, but we always have a little bit of aperitivo.
See,
We relax,
enjoy.
Right?
Just show them something else we were playing with.
Exactly. So just a while ago we were playing some card with the kids, carte napoletane. Abbiamo giocato la scopa.
Scopa.
All right. So this is what we do before we start to eat.
Have fun.
But fun. Very good. Exactly, Monique. So
Share time together.
Right. So
these are the days of our lives. That's a TV show. Telenovela.
I love that.
Salute.
I watch you.
I watch you too.
Okay. Give me a second.
I just love bubbles. I love bubbles.
It's not too dry. It's good.
No, it's not too dry.
Easy to drink. Okay. So oggi, today we're gonna do a cold dish that you can do as appetizer at home. But this one actually is a dish that is my version of bacalao with ceci. So bacalao with ceci basically is codfish, salted codfish with chickpeas, right? So this is a Tuscan dish, right? So when I was in Arezzo, when I was a youngster working in Arezzo, so this was one of my favorite dishes. I love bacalao. We love bacalao on South of Italy, also in Jamaica, right? So,
but we just don't call it bacalao.
Fish,
we just saltfish. We just say saltfish. So,
but
man, so like our national dish is ackee and saltfish. So salted codfish, which we primarily import from Canada to Jamaica, as far as I recall.
So yes, you're right, totally right. So what I'm trying to say, it is a codfish, but you call saltfish, but automatically it's a codfish, right?
Yes, it is.
So as I said, this dish is Italian, but look the culture here, right? So the codfish, the salted bacalao, which was imported to Italy from Portugal in the first place, and eventually, you know, the Spanish as well, they brought it across to the Caribbean, right? And now it's part of, you know,
it's just rooted in the culture.
So as you said, ackee and saltfish is a national dish, right?
Is.
So here we are. So I don't know if I'm sure you get what I'm trying to say here. So like food connect people. There is no border. There is no walls, right? So a dish from Tuscany.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
Food is a language of love.
Exactly. All right. Right. So just a few more words, Monique, and then you can. So a few more words. As I said, this one is the original dish. It's a very hot dish, and actually it's more a wintry dish, which is we said is a codfish con ceci, bacalao and ceci. But I change a little bit the nature of the dish, still keeping the ceci and the bacalao, but I made it on a cold version, right? So the ceci, which is the chickpeas, right? The chickpeas, I turned them in hummus. So I did the hummus, okay? So the hummus, basic hummus, you cook the chickpeas and then you blend it with the cooking liquid, then the the tahini paste, right, Monique? The
See.
salt, the pepper.
Tahini paste, which is from the sesame seeds,
Sesame
right?
seeds.
That's right.
And then extra virgin olive oil, right?
Sempre. Con
Olio. Like
sempre.
fiumi, river of oil, right? Rivers of oil all the time.
Flowing through this house.
Flow through the house. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then the codfish, which is this one. Okay, I boil it. So I'm gonna do like a whip it. You know, we call in Italy bacalao mantecato. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna pair bacalao mantecato with the hummus. Bacalao mantecato, which in English is like a whipped cod. So I'm gonna, this one I boil it, I cool down. So I have some potato here, which I boil it, okay? Then olive oil, rivers, lot of quantity of olive oils inside, and then salt and black pepper. I think Grandma took my black pepper for my desk.
See, okay, it was me.
Okay, so it's okay, no problem, work in progress. All right, Monique, so when we're ready, I think we should enjoy a little bit this one. Thank you.
Here you go.
So tell me a little bit.
No, you should, or you asked me, but I want to ask you about this dish because.
Yes, I will.
As I recall, aspetta.
I love this spumante.
So you mentioned, and you did share with me just very briefly before this, because really I don't rehearse with Antonio.
No, we don't.
We really don't. I come on here and I'm like, okay, what's he cooking? Whatever it is, I already know it's super
yesterday
good.
You asked me 2 times. I'm not sure yet.
So I asked him yesterday. I said, what are we doing tomorrow? I don't know yet. I don't know. This is just how it really is.
There's so many dishes in my mind that it's difficult to make. To pick one.
That's right. Yeah. So you did mention that this is sort of your version of the dish, and so I'm curious, like, what would the original quotes, right? But more the traditional version of this dish be in comparison?
Well, you know, like.
And what inspired you to do your variation?
Okay, so basically when I develop dishes, always thinking about my past experience, right? That can be the food that my grandma used to feed me, or my mom.
Right.
Sometimes I'm also thinking what your mom feed us, right? So of course, you know, like this is what I learned. You know, I've been working with all these big chefs around the world, and they teach you the technique, but the flavors. So there is no better teacher than your mom, your grandma, right? Because this is where you learn the flavors, right?
Right.
So to answer your question, you know, I was thinking what I should do, and then I said, wow, maybe I should do some Toscan inspired dish that you can link with other culture. And then the creative process starts, right? So then, okay, I said, I have the bacalao, I have the ceci, but I don't want to do traditional, right? This is where the chef touch come into place, right? So the bacalao with ceci is very good. It's very homey dish, especially in winter, that your mom make it, especially in Toscana. My mom in Italy, they don't make bacalao with cheese. We fry the bacalao. With the red pepper or with the broccoli on the side, right? It's a little bit different, right? So because Toscana is a little bit more cold, they do the ceci more like a stew. The bacalao goes
makes
inside,
sense. So
right?
it's hearty and keep you warm, keep you full. Gotcha.
All right. So you know,
and it's cold. Well, colder, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know, we like
it's more to the north, different from the south.
Exactly, 100% right. So and why I changed to this version, because you know we like it more fresh food and more light and not this big stew. I said, okay, let me just turn it around. I said, okay, the ceci, maybe the ceci I can turn it to hummus. Right? Yeah. And then, you know, when it comes to hummus, you touch other culture as well, right?
Plenty.
Right. Middle East.
Right. And even now today, like more and more in the, I don't know what recent decade, let's call it that, more of us are conscious. What are we eating?
This is a real discussion, right? So you can put some comments around. I don't know if you agree with the process. Go ahead.
Right. You were just mentioning hummus, and more persons, even right here in our fine North America, for example, besides all the other cultures and, you know, persons that have migrated from different parts of the globe and so on. But overall, a lot of us are getting more conscious now. What are we putting into our bodies, right?
Exactly.
And so hummus is certainly much more common, let's say, in the stores than it was probably 20 years ago. Then, to be fair, I don't know.
So no, you're right. And nowadays there is a lot of people make hummus at home, right? So they, you know,
including your wife. Why I knew that the tahini was from the sesame seeds.
We always have tahini in our fridge, right?
Right. Well, but to be clear, that's when we started to make hummus at home because right, we were guilty for a long time getting it in the store because we're busy.
So I have a question for you. I have a question for me. I have a question for you. So in the meantime, so I just put the codfish, which I boil it. I boil not in a plain water. I just do the cold water. I put some milk inside, some bay leaf, some peppercorn, right, and salt and some pepper, just ground pepper as well. So I boil it for a few minutes. Then I strain it, cool down. Now it goes in my mixer. The potato as well, just plain potato. And this one, you need to start to mix together, right? So while I have a question to Monique. So Monique, I have a question for you. Okay. So tell me about the codfish, because you see, the codfish, it touched many cultures, right? So from the, the Portuguese, the Spanish, the colonized time, they went around, they imported. So, but tell me like the importance of codfish in Jamaican culture. So like, is a must to have like on Sunday at breakfast, or is once in a while?
Well, if you can think that we besides the ackee and saltfish, like I said, that we put it, we also will have it in callaloo. Mom did that just this morning. Callaloo.
So good. Right? Okay, yes.
For example,
I use more for breakfast.
But we use it, well, breakfast, lunch.
Brunch.
I've seen my mom do it just lightly for a dinner. Sometimes she doesn't necessarily boil it, but she will soak it in water and then pick it apart and just like with onions and peppers.
Like kind of ceviche, but
a little bit, but this type of style, right?
You want another glass of prosecco?
I don't know where to find it. Thank you for offering. So it is pretty much deeply rooted in the food culture in Jamaica. It's primarily, as I said, you find it in ackee, callaloo, which is a green leafy plant for those of you who don't know, and on its own, or with like cabbage. Steamed cabbage, and you just put it in for, a little bit of flavor, because cabbage doesn't have much on its own, right?
So you know what I'm trying to say, like when we start this live, I said we're gonna do an Italian dish, but at the end of the day, it was just,
element,
but we just discovered that we already touch different cultures. So the codfish in this case is the trade union, is like union of the culture around, right? So as you can see, this one, as I said, this is a cold preparation here, right? So we put the
potatoes, the white potatoes.
Yeah, the potato and the codfish. This one is to be whipped, right? So we need 2 minutes here.
All right. I'm just gonna come around here and just check what's going on.
Yes,
Va bene. Okay, va bene. Ciao, Giuseppe.
So who is there?
Bacalao.
Bacalao. We are cooking bacalao today.
I know, right?
We are making bacalao, so you better stay there.
And Pepe Tortora, va bene. Amalia wants some prosecco.
Amalia wants some prosecco.
Sì. Anche Maddalena c'è. Yes, see. All right, va bene.
All right. So Monique, while you are looking at the comments,
I don't know how to find this.
So right now, okay, I'm gonna start to put some extra virgin olive oil inside. Okay, so olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I'm sorry, this is my weakness, right? So you're gonna put, because it's like you whipped, the cream, right? It needs to be fluffy.
Sure, it looks better already.
Yeah, so you put some olive oil inside, and it gives some, more texture, flavor, creaminess, right? So I think I need to go a little bit more fast. So you see, it's getting all together.
It's getting better now. It's a process.
All right, so I need to. So this one you need to whip for maybe a few minutes, and you want to check it out. It's not big quantity here in the bowl. That's why I need to mix up a little bit with spatula from my side. Well, the quantity is good, but to make sure that it's nice and mixed together.
Right.
You need to help
bring it down every now and then. It's just like growing up watching my mom baking. You never know. I see her scraping down the sides of the bowl. If you read the method on a lot of, some recipes, then it will remind you to scrape down the sides of the bowl.
I think the oil is enough. We'll definitely do the oil here, but okay. So at this point, we have some heavy cream that goes inside, right? just a little bit to give a little bit more creaminess to all the.
Some type of secret because I didn't realize that was going to go in there.
Not much, right?
Mm.
Smells good, don't it?
But Ben,
So what do you think so far? Is something that
so far
entices you, right? You like it?
I'm waiting patiently, or
Oh, look at it
as
now.
best
When you
I
see it's
can.
come everything together.
Exactly.
It's more creamy.
Exactly. So this is whipping cream.
Yeah, heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
Yeah,
Whipping cream
is the same.
Yeah.
It's the same. So I need to test it because you know the bacalao usually, even though I soak it in the water last night because it's salted, correct? So usually depends of the thickness of the codfish. So the codfish. So this one is also already was a fillet. So overnight is good enough because you still want to keep
have a little bit of saltiness. I don't. Right? I can't stand when I get saltfish that's like boiled out to nothing, and that that saltiness that came with it is gone. I don't like that.
You don't like it. So, like from my point of view, so paper here. It's coming. Yeah. Right. So they I need to put a little salt. I like to add a little salt. I remove salt from the fish itself and add some fresh salt. Okay, so
I just don't like when it's completely boiled out to nothing, where all that original salt from the salted codfish is gone, and then you're trying to put it back later.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of tasteless. You need to keep some saltiness here. I agree with you. So the engine here needs some more oil. So we're gonna put some more oil, just a little bit. I'm sure you will like this one.
I think so too.
I'm pretty sure that you will love it. I want to give a little bit more creaminess here.
So this again, it takes a little bit of time, but as Antonio, like if you're thinking for yourself at home, you can do things in stages, you know, do it in stages so that you're not overwhelmed. Prep something here and then boom, you're going to put it together later, or something like this could have been spinning on its own, right? And then you're doing something else because it's not like you have to literally be there doing it.
You're right. Like you should have for sure the bacalao already soaked and cooked, boiled. The potato needs to be there. You know, the hummus should be there already, right? And then you just put everything together, right? So this is ready. It's almost ready. Okay. So I want to give you a taste of it. I just want to know if for you.
Thank you.
It's a good flavor. It's good. You know, some more? You want a spoon? The spoon is there, just get it.
You want some fresh one?
Yeah.
I don't have any more.
I'll give it fork, it's okay.
Just a second. Here you go.
Okay. So, I think it's good. You think so? A little bit more salt, maybe. What do you think? All right, so we're almost ready now. So the hummus is here, right? So the hummus is here. So what we're gonna do now, let's remove this thing on the side. Right? So we're gonna put the little bit hummus in the middle. So I'm gonna do in this case, right? So you're just gonna open up like this, you know? So the hummus is ready. So after that, we need to get.
I have my other phone. I just want to take a photo of just that, just there.
I'm just get another spoon here. So this one, basically now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a little bit more a fancy thing, which everybody eventually will like it.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a quenelle, right? So a quenelle is basically you take a spoon, right? So you do this exercise like this, very simple, right? So this is good for appetizer, right? You don't need a big quantity. Right?
Make it pretty, right? He's making it pretty.
Making it pretty.
That's right.
So let's do another small canal. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, we're gonna put 3.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna do this one here.
Did you see that? That was a look of my son. I'm hearing all of this crunchy noise. What's going on? So young man is reaching for a bag of chips.
Well, it's live, you know. We have kids in the house.
But he knew. He turned around. He said, "Did mommy gonna give me the eyes?" Yeah, it's okay.
All right. So this is one. Look at it.
Pretty.
So the canal here. Okay, 3 canal. So this is bacalao for us for later. So then, you know, I take the time this morning. I cook some chips. You know, I put some chips. I put some tomato skin, cherry tomato. I fry some parsley. Right. You can have a look here. Right. Very good. Never try fried parsley?
Why you ask me now?
Try it. I know you like it. Right? Nice, huh?
Yeah, it's better than the fresh one.
Yeah, because the flavor, right, when you fry it, it's become a little bit more concentrate, right? So then we put a little bit of chips here. It's a nice, lovely appetizer that you can use it. You can make it at home, right? So then we have some.
I'm surprised I like this.
Look at this one. This is
I'm surprised I like this.
Tomato skin. Try this one. Nice, huh? Right. So a little bit of red around the plate. Look at it, so beautiful, right? So then we put our parsley, fried one, right? You know, when you fry the parsley, you want to have the oil not too hot.
Okay.
Right? If it's too hot, it's not going to
Too much.
It needs
Burn
to be,
it before it gets to where you want it to be.
I will say on temperature, on Celsius should be around 140, 150, right? Right. So usually you flexible like when you fry the French fries, it's about 170.
Okay, now that's fair. You're talking kitchen person language. So persons like myself, you're gonna tell me get the oil to certain degrees. I'm like low, medium, or high, sir. Okay.
You're right.
Okay, so for the persons out there that are like your wife, what was that? Medium, low, get the oil hot first.
No, actually, this is a very good question.
Thank you.
Okay. It's a very good question, right? Because not everyone is so technical like a chef, right?
No.
But I want to give you one more suggestion. So nowadays, if you go in any big supermarket, you have a baking section, which you find, you know, the muffin cup, and you find the squeeze bottles, and all these kind of little gadgets for your baking kitchen, right? So you find thermometers.
So what you're saying, I have to put the stove on,
Yeah,
the
put
pot,
the oil.
put the oil
Yeah, and then
in a
put the
pot,
thermometer inside.
and then you check the oil.
Yeah, and give you a
Right.
temperature. It's more precise.
Okay, I still have yet to graduate. Maybe I'm being a little bit lazy there because
No, it's okay.
I'm married to a master chef. So anything too technical, I say he has to do it.
Okay,
Anyhow.
so for you.
Bob, thank you.
All right, so
That's it.
this is here. Okay, so
May I remove this one?
yes, the grissini. Where do you put the grissini? Yeah.
It's over here.
Grissini is part of, right?
Part of the experience?
Yes. So
And this one?
this one is okay. All right. So if you're looking at the consistency of this dish, right? So it's everything kind of like smooth and creamy, right? So you have the bacalao, which is creamy.
Right.
Then you have the hummus is creamy. You have a little bit of crispiness for
Just to balance it out.
for the potato, but eventually potato are not enough. So what I recommend, so you can have some baguette or bread, you know, you can toast it and then you can spread, right? Or in this case, you know, a little bit more fancy, we're gonna use grissini, right? So this is yours.
All right, yeah.
Right, so basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a little bit of the bacalao, a little bit of the hummus, so you put on top of the grissini, and then, very simple and very good. Very nice. I actually would like to, olive oil. Sorry, Miss Final touch. We put it some olive oil here.
It's pleasant. It's not overwhelming. It's
Very
just
good, Monique. This
very
one.
pleasant.
Very fresh,
Yeah.
elegant,
Yes.
classy. A little bit of technique needs to be there as well, right?
But for the most part, if I can learn to make hummus, you can too.
Wow. This is a killer. Very good. I love it. I would love to start my lunch with this appetizer. What do you think? Huh? So thank you for the price. The price. I mean, you kiss me. That means was good. Okay. This is good. All right.
That's about it.
That's about it for today.
I think so.
So you should make this dish at home. You should try for real. And if you have any question how to do it, just let us know. Send us a message. Whichever you need. Just how to find. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on WhatsApp. Website is out. So anything else, Monique, you want to say?
I think that's about it. I just want to thank you all for taking the time. Grazie. To spend some time with us here today. We appreciate you and look forward to seeing you next week, next Sunday in our kitchen.
Thank you. See you soon. Stay safe. Stay home. Bye-bye.
All right. So one by one, here we go. Ciao. Ciao. Aspetta.